Get ready for Texas State, coached by Danny Casper, someone I've known for many, many years. He used to be an assistant with Baylor, and his team is off to a really good start. And we get an experienced team coming in here. And coming off of a tough loss against Georgia Tech, where I thought we had, ample opportunities to take control of the game. I want to see if we can get that taste out of our mouth and come out and play with great energy. I think that's going to be the big key, I think, in this game here, to play with great energy. They're a very good defensive team. As I said, they're 10-1 and been playing pretty good basketball. So they got guys scoring almost 20 points a game. They want the game to be in the mid-pace to slow tempo. They're averaging 75 points a game, but they shoot the ball from the free throw line extremely well. So it's going to be a well-coached team, and we're going to really have to step up our game in terms of the intensity that we play with the guys that's starting off, and even as talking about guys coming off the bench. So with that being said, we might even shake up the lineup sometimes. Sometimes you get complacent, and you gotta shake it up a little bit so we can get that energy that we got to play with.
Just reviewing the film last night, kind of what can you put your finger on last night's game and not getting to the free throw line and some of the things?
I thought, number one, the game obviously was at their pace. I thought defensively, we held them to 69 points, but we didn't score. We had some open shots. I think we went 0 for 8 from the three-point line to start the game off. But I also thought we settled for that. I didn't think we did a good job of really attacking their interior, the defense. You got to start, I think, inside out, and we started outside in. But I think we got to get better from the standpoint of executing against the zone. They played zone basically the whole game, but we didn't make shots early on. But the guys that came off the bench, I thought they came and gave us some big time energy and enabled us to get a 1-point lead at halftime. But even with that being said, I thought the tempo was to their liking. So, and then I thought we didn't do a good job against the zone in terms of telegraphing our passes, turning the ball over, not being very physical down there when they double up even on Daniel or anybody getting the ball down in the paint. So from that standpoint, I just thought we didn't click on all the cylinders that you got to click in. And I want to see, when we don't shoot the ball well, what do we bring to the table? And I thought we had some spurts there, and even going down the stretch, I thought we kind of panicked a little bit and had some unforced turnovers. I think that's what came back to kill us, the unforced turnovers. I think rebounding was a big part of it. The game was won in the paint. They got to the free throw lines, we did not.
Mike, you were 67-2 in non-conference games in Walton Arena before Western Kentucky. Now you've lost 2 in a row here. That's obviously not a normal thing. How do you feel about that? What do you think you guys got to do to kind of get your home?
I don't like it. Number one, I don't like it, Bob. I know that. But at the same time, even leaving last night, I was very disappointed. But when I think about this team and all the new pieces, when you look at the new pieces to this team, they're learning on the job. They're thrust into an area where they got to learn, and the games are going to get tougher and tougher. And so they've got to learn how to really just grind it out. And people have scouting reports. They're going to get after Dan. They're pushing him around, and he got to be able to counter that. I think you just got to make the adjustment as teams come at you. I think they're challenging Isaiah. They're getting after him a little bit, which is good. I think you learn how to play, because that's what we're going to see in the SEC. Jalen Harris, I think he got to continue to shoot the basketball. He's getting good shots. They're backing off of him. But more importantly, I just think the energy, the effort. Sometimes, when you have a little success, complacency sets in. And I think with this team here, they got to understand every game's a big game. I thought Georgia Tech played desperate, and I didn't think we did. And they did enough to hang around and end up walking out here with a win.
With the shake-up in the lineup, Adrio, just kind of what's his problem, and to get him going again, and is Chaney the guy you'd be thinking of starting instead?
Well, I'll see here in the next couple of days in practice in terms of who's going to be in the lineup. But I just think we just need an infusion of we need energy. I think I need energy guys out there, and he's struggling, Adrio that is, and so maybe it's somebody else's time to step in there.
He got the ball in good spots a couple times. Just looked very tentative. Does he have to regain his confidence, or what do you think's going on with
Well,
him?
confidence is a big part of this game. I think you got to be ready. I think when you go out on that floor, how many minutes you play, you got to be ready. And some of those plays were momentum plays. I think we were up 5 with a chance to maybe go up 7, 8 if they foul us. And but you just got to be ready when you go out there. And so it's something he's got to figure out, and hopefully to help our team.
You look at Texas State; they got like 2 senior starters, 2 redshirt juniors, and a junior. So one of those tough mid-major.
They're an experienced team.
A lot of old
I
guys.
think they're probably picked in their league to do well. And like I said, they're 10-1. You don't just be 10-1 at this point in juncture of the season unless you're a really good basketball team. And so we know we're going to get their best shot coming in here. And but it's our job to get prepared.
I guess Pearson for them is averaging almost 20 points a game. Just kind of what kind of player is he?
I think he's like a 6'6", like a perimeter player, like a big guard is what he is. And he just knows how to use his body. He can go inside. He can knock threes down. I think he's knocked like 35 three-point shots. So he's shooting well from the three-point line. And they're a patient team. They value the basketball, and they're going to run their stuff. And so we got to make sure that he's not the guy that just kind of goes off. We know that he's capable of going off, but he's 6'6", strong built, and he's a man. He's an older kid, and that's like I said. This is an experienced team, so we're going to have to really play good basketball.
Well, why is it just all in the defense to try and get them to play faster?
I think defensively, and then I think offensively too. We got to get the ball pushing. We got to get some movement on offense. I thought, the zone made us stagnant the other day, and there were times they were actually in a man-to-man. And so we got to get people moving, bodies moving, ball movement, and be in attack mode, I think, more than anything. Get in attack mode.
Mike, you got a young team. These guys are used to winning at high school or JUCO or wherever they were. Daniel's used to winning here last year. What do you think their mindset is after a couple of losses in Walton Arena? What do you got to do to kind of get them back?
Well, you learn. I think you learn from the failures that you have, and so let's learn. In all the games that we've had, we've been right there, and so, but being right there is not good enough. What are the things we got to do? In this last game, I just think the effort, the rebounding, and the turnovers. That's the biggest difference in the game, and not being in attack mode, not getting to the free throw line like they got to the free throw line. I mean, they scored a lot off our turnovers, and those turnovers were unforced. When a team is not, they weren't pressing us or getting in the passing lane. I mean, they just played a little zone, and so it's our inability not to execute. So just got to execute a lot better. Defensively, I think our defense is still doing pretty good. I just think you can't just win with defense. You got to be able to score, and we had open shots. We had some nice shots. We just didn't knock them down.